let's. Alright. Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to JGS. And yeah, it's been a bit now. Obviously, every time when I say this, I've been really busy. The last video I posted was about that I finally have the JGS Comics YouTube channel already up and going, and I actually got like 6 videos out there now, or 7, I don't know, but I just posted my recent video, my announcement video, on my official JGS Comics account on YouTube, Instagram, and X/Twitter. Just made a new announcement when my official second trailer will come out. It will come out on December 1st, and I can't wait for y'all to just watch it, and knowing that by the next 2 months the graphic novel will be out by then. And I'm really excited for you guys to read this. I'm excited to read it have it myself, that way I can actually read it and make a review video about it. So looking forward to do all that. But yeah, I'm on here right now just to I kind of want to talk about something that I kind of been thinking about talking about on this channel since I started back on YouTube a year ago. I wanted to talk about what was my future career before I started making my own comic books and graphic novels or whatsoever. And yeah, this is the whole video. I want to tell you guys everything and what my plans were going to be in the future before I started doing what I'm doing right now. But yeah, you guys, let's get started the video. I know it's been a bit since I've last been on YouTube. It's been a little while. I just took a break for a whole week and just, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and get back on YouTube for now. And I do start school just in a few days, and I'm only gonna take 1 class. Unfortunately, I was gonna do 2, but the other class I could not handle this one yet. I'll tell you guys that at the end of this video. But anyways, let's get started with this video. So, okay, if some of you viewers remember back in 2020, I wanted to make my own live action series called the Darkness series. You know, back then I used to love to act a lot. I love being an actor. I love doing things what I wanted to do back then. And if some of you guys remember when I was doing the Supersonic Joey or Supersonic Logan back then, that's what I always wanted to do. Because as a kid, I've always wanted to be a YouTuber, a content creator, making plush content and acting content. Pretty much I was inspired by Super Mario Logan and McJuggernuggets. And yeah, and what my future career was going to be, I was thinking about doing acting. I wanted to actually want to make my own series and everything. I want to make my own movies, my own series, and I had a whole plan for it. And looking forward to do it. I even made another account on my oldest account that I created back in 2019. And I was going to use that as a studio channel where I was going to post a meet the cast people. I even did my first one, and I was going to do someone else's, one of my friends, hopefully I was going to do. And unfortunately, we were in a pandemic at the time, so I couldn't get a chance to do any of that. And by that time, I was already done with YouTube. I quit it back then. But yeah, let's talk about my very first series that I was going to do back in 2020. So back in 2020, I wanted to make the series called the Darkness series. It was going to involve around me as the main character. I was going to play as pretty much myself at the beginning of the story, and then at the end of the series. And I was going to have one of my friends play as themselves. And I guess I could tell you guys the whole entire thing about it, since I'm talking about it now. I'll go ahead and just talk about it. So why not? So the Darkness series, it was going to involve by me as the main character. At the beginning of the video, I remember I was doing a title video, a introduction video, where I was just showing the title and the theme. I even made like a pretty much a poster of myself, but pretty much the shirt and the necklace of it. Actually, I'm sorry, I'm getting off the whole part, but pretty much the entire thing is about is that I find like a necklace somewhere around around my condo where I used to live at, in a box, like inside a box, and there was a letter. Like if you put this necklace on, you snap your fingers like this, and you switch yourself to this other person, and yourself switch to like a different personality. And that's what the whole series is about. That me as the main character find this necklace, put it on, and read this note, and then I'm just like that, and it switched to another character, which this character, his name is Jose. Jose is another character. He's an emo character. He's from like another dark world full of darkness, and that's pretty much where he's coming from. And he just transferred himself into this world from another world. I like me as a character transferred to another world, and Jose came to my body control, and basically trying to figure out who I really was. So he's trying to be this character, trying to be me. But then like I was gonna make like a few, like 4 episodes of the series. I did post it like at least 4. But pretty much the entire thing is just Jose wandering around the entire world, wandering around the school, figuring out who Joey really is, and like how did I came to his body, like where did I like how did he came out. Like it was just so odd. And he figured out who his friends is and who his girlfriend is, and all that. Yeah. And pretty much the entire time, like Jose just gets himself into a fight. He falls in love with Joey's girlfriend, which in real life it was my ex-girlfriend Christy. And like back then we were dating at the time, and I asked her like, you want to be a part of the series? And yeah. But yeah, she played a part where she was making out with one of my friends, and Jose got jealous about it, and he ran off. And then the next day he confronted that person that was making out with his so-called girlfriend to Jose. He came up to the guy, and he has one of his friends with him, tried to stop him, and pretty much Jose was holding the camera, this camera exactly that I'm recording right now. I had this camera since 2020. I mean, actually since Christmas of 2019. But he was holding the camera, who was gonna confront them. Or actually, he had a cameraman at the time. I actually had a cameraman at the time, so I had someone film it for me. And Jose was gonna come up to them and try to beat one of his the guy that was making out with his so-called girlfriend. They were gonna get into a fight until one of his friends tried to stop them, and like what the hell's going on, and all that stuff. And pretty much I didn't know how many episodes I wanted to make. I started back in March of 2020, right before that we got ourselves into the pandemic. Like I wanted to film at least, I'm guessing like 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, like at least 15 episodes till the very end of the month, of actually until May, since May is the time that, before we had to take our finals. And but this was way before that I thought that we were going to go back to school, but no, we ended up being a pandemic. Anyways, but yeah, pretty much the whole series is about is that this is a random character coming to this world, exploring around, like what's going on, like how did Joey get stuck, and then one of Joey's friends were trying to figure out like who is this guy, like is he still Joey, or like who is he? He's been acting all different. Pretty much they're trying to figure out like what's going on with him. And then at the very end, like the very two last episodes were gonna be like a final boss, and a part where one of his friends come around, and then Jose just snaps, and then he disappears, and then ended up back in here at home. And then Jose and then myself was trying to fight over it, trying to get this necklace off. So I was pretty much fighting my entire life just to get out of there. So that was the very last part of the episodes were going to be. And then at the final episode where I finally came out, I was going to defeat the main villain that is a part of the whole series. He does not show up in the series at all, because he's not there, because he's in another world. And then so like his name is Dark Lord. He's from another alternate universe, the same universe with Jose is in. He came to kill Jose, which he still thought that I was Jose still. And then I got himself, and then in the final part with me and the main villain, we would have fight. So he has a wand. Actually, I have a prop that I'm gonna show you guys right now. The main villain was actually gonna use this wand right here, this skull wand, and he was gonna use his magic powers to, to zap me and everything. But suddenly, I actually got a chance to stop him, and I grabbed his wand and I killed him off. Which that's pretty much what the whole last episode was going to be about. And then after all that, things were back to normal, and that was the end of actually season 1. There was actually a plan for season 2. I was planning on making a season 2 for next year, 2021. But Jose doesn't come back. But I played a part of myself, my own character. And Dark Lord actually comes back and all that. But I don't pretty much remember what my whole series was going to be about. But I know there was going to be fights, cussing, and all that shit in it. But I was looking forward to do it. But unfortunately, I had to cancel the series back in 2020 because due to the pandemic, I was planning on doing. But unfortunately, I could not get a chance, and it sucked. It really sucked a lot, and unfortunately, I could not get a chance to do it. Even though back in 2020, when we were just at home, I did film some TikTok videos of me wearing a button-up shirt and a necklace. And let me show you guys a few of those real quick. It's from TikTok, but I'm gonna cut out the sound and the music. So yeah, let me show you guys that real quick. And also, I'm going to show you guys a poster and a photo of myself wearing the necklace, and the poster of the shirt and the necklace, and even the title of it, and a photo of me right next to a mirror just snapping. And I think I had that to my Instagram. I don't know if you guys saw it before, but that photo is from the from that series. But I'm gonna show you guys that real quick. And yeah, that's the thing. That's what I have. And I was really looking forward for that series back then, and that's what I wanted to do. Even make a season 2 of the series. But unfortunately, I could not get a chance. But anyways, you guys, let's get back on what I'm talking about. I just want to explain to you guys the whole story of the Darkness series. And you wonder why that I don't do videos during the day, because people are always they're up right now. So unfortunately, like, I'm trying to get this going right now, that way I can just get this posted. But anyways, let me get back on what I'm talking about. But yeah, my future career I want to do is, like, want to become an actor, and wanted to make my own movies and series for my other channel that I launched over 5 years ago. And that's what I wanted to do. And I wanted to form my whole entire team for it and hire some actors for this, and pretty much create my own studio. And yeah, I had like a bunch of plans way back then. I made like a whole list of what movies and series should I make about, and I made a whole lot. I actually had a list of everything that I wanted to do, including with, like, superhero related and drama and a few horror stories. But unfortunately, like, I couldn't, because I quit YouTube back then, and that was a sucky part. That was a part that really sucked a lot. Back then I had to quit, and I couldn't do it anymore, even though I already explained this on my other video I posted just not too long ago. It was about my whole YouTube journey experience. If you guys have not watched that, then make sure to go watch it then, to know like what I've been through. And yeah, but anyways, like, I had like a whole plan for it. I had like so many titles and so many series. I even made like my whole agenda calendar to let me know, like, there's gonna be a series upcoming, and I'm gonna start filming and doing this and that. But unfortunately, like, most of them were canceled, and the Darkness series was canceled after knowing that we could not go back to school until the next year, or so I thought, until August of 2020. But no, we were still stuck at home. And yeah, I had a whole plan for it, and yeah, and this was like right before that. Actually, I was still making comic books at the time, but comic books was not the thing that I wanted to do, because acting was my dream career job, my future career. Like, I was still gonna do YouTube at the time. I was gonna do my personal life videos, and then also making my own like movies, my own series, hiring some actors, and really, bro. Come on. Siri, I swear, like, scares the crap out of me every time when I say her name. But yeah, that was the plan before. but comic books were not. Comic books were going to be the plan for me, even though that I love enjoying drawing and creating stories. That's pretty much what I like. I like telling stories. I like making up stories and thinking of ideas and what this story should be about. And I actually already figure out like what story should I make for the next graphic novel I'll be making once I'm done with the Lightning Speed Kid. And that is The Greatest Giant Man. And I can't wait for just to do that and make a script and then finally drawing and then the final results and everything, and then making the poster and all that stuff, that way I can sell it. And boom. But yeah, and even though back then when I was making plush content, making the Supersonic Logan, Supersonic Joey, way back then, back in 2018, I actually had a plan on making my very first movie. And I was going to make a Supersonic Logan movie. And I was thinking of releasing that in 2020, the next like 2 years after I was gonna, while I'm doing YouTube at the time, like I was thinking about making my very first movie for my channel, and that's what I wanted to do back then. And unfortunately, that I stopped making plush content like a couple of times because I couldn't think of other ideas, and that's what sucked about it. And I couldn't think other ideas. Back then, it was kind of hard because I had to deal with school, and I was still doing YouTube at the same time, and I had to deal with a lot of stuff back then, and I could not think like what this video should be about and what this and that should be about. I'm thinking some ideas for it. So I went ahead and just forget it. But I was still planning on making this movie. But unfortunately, I had a cracked phone back then, and I could not able to do that because it wouldn't go for the longer videos on my old phone I used to have back then. I mean, the camera quality was pretty great, honestly. It was honestly good, but with the storage, it could not hold anything. And I'm like, okay, well, that's the sucky part about it. And yeah. And oh yeah, you guys, I want to show you guys something real quick. Let me flip my camera. I'll show you guys this. Yes. Oh yeah, even the back. Can you get the back? I can't even tell, but it's right there. I finally got my very first the Lightning Speed Kid shirt. And yes, I got me the shirt with the lightning bolt symbol and the title on the back. And this was actually my idea for a while, because I thought about like, what shirt should I make for the Lightning Speed Kid? And I thought about doing this, and it looks pretty cool. I know the shirt is pretty like dark blue, but it's a navy blue, and I was thinking doing like a little bit lighter blue, but they didn't have the shirts. But in the future, once I get these shirts going, it'll be a little brighter color to match with his his costume and everything. But yeah. And I'm sorry, you guys. This is a long video, and I'm just trying to explain like what things would have been like if I didn't do this and would stick to my future plan that I wanted to do. And then so yeah. Anyways, you guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys for taking your time to watch this. And yeah, I'm gonna get out from here. I'm gonna go back to bed, listen to music for a little while, and yeah. You guys, thanks for watching. Follow my socials, and yeah. You guys have a good day or good night, and I'll see you guys next time, whatever will that be, because I'll be busy again, of course. So yeah, goodbye.